Seamless. You didn't have to enter anything, right? It just brought you here automatically to the flip side. Down a seamless. I like seamless transitions. Please, no more breaks. What do you mean it was instant? Do you have an OnlyFans channel? No. No, I don't. Sorry, not that type of streamer, Toast. This cam is great. Thank you, Maple. Thanks, Maple. Thank you, Doda. One, two, three. All right, guys, shall we go to the kitchen? Let's go to the kitchen. I'll bring we'll listen to the Baby Blues. We'll listen to some Spotify too. Hey, Atomic! Subtle. Yippers. Hey, at least, you know what? Sometimes you just gotta get to the point. You can't waste time. You gotta know who you wanna... Listen, Toast, I don't do OnlyFans, but I do have OnlyAnns. Okay? OnlyAnns. Toast. OnlyAnns. One, two, three. Woo, woo. Something quick and easy, Atomic. I still have some curry in the fridge, but I'm gonna make some pierogies. I love pierogies. Let me just pull up my chat. We're gonna play some music. Oh, I can hear myself. Am I making the pierogi dough too? No, No. No, I'm just boiling pierogies. I'm not going crazy. I just hopped on. You're making pierogies? Yeah, I'm just boiling them. They're frozen. They're just frozen pierogies. Welcome in, pierogi. Guys, we have to get ready for stream. We're going live at 7. Like, well, we're going to be live anyway, but you understand? Oh, no, OnlyFans, you gooner. Wait, let me read this shit. You gooner? Good quality. Yeah, I'm not making the pierogi. You mean OnlyFans, not OnlyAnns? No, I don't. I don't have those. I don't have that. OnlyAnns. Sometimes when I'm really in the mood, I don't waste time and just go right to business. I let the pizza place know that I need it now. Hot. Otherwise, it's just not gonna hit the spot. See, that was actually good, A-OK. Did you know you rhymed there too? You rhymed there too. Chewy. Hot and is the most beautiful woman on the planet. Hands down, and the world came together and voted. Aw, thank you, Chewy. And you're new here too. You're my new friend, like, today. Thank you, Chewy. You actually hopped in at the best time. I am making pierogies. I'm gonna boil the water. I'm just boiling water, guys. It's not like rocket science tonight. We're not going crazy. We are 50 hours into a live stream. Okay. I have some Japanese curry. We could eat leftovers, but I kind of want pierogies and sour cream. kind of craving the pierogies and sour cream situation. So that's what we're gonna do. Cyber, I love pierogies too. Cheater! Yeah, I'm a cheater. Sue me! Sue me. I'm too bored. I'm too lazy for this right now. Maybe just try it. And it is fun. And you get money. Toast. I'm trying streaming on Twitch. It's fun. And I get money. I don't have to show my naked body on the internet. And it never goes away. I don't have to do that, sweetie. I don't have to. I'm on Twitch. If you like me, if you want to support me, you can do that here on Twitch. You don't have to do that with OnlyFans. I honestly didn't realize. It was good, A-okay. Super. Don't forget to refresh. Are you making the pierogies from scratch? No, Royal, I am not. What kind of pierogies? I'll let you guys pick. And put bacon bits and shredded cheese on the top. Even better. Oh yeah. She's cheating. I'm a cheater, Royal. With sour cream. Oh yeah. Mushroom sauce is my favorite topping. Mmm. OA. Yeah, only Ann's. Is mod only. It's mod and... It should be sub only as well, though, actually. That should be sub only. Mod and sub only. Yeah. VIPs. Mods and VIPs. Hawker, do me a favor. She's too young for OnlyFans anyhow. Oh, yes, exactly, Hawker. Exactly. Hawker, do me a favor. Hit exclamation OA. Type that. Exclamation OA. I want to see something. Yeah. So, Royal, it's for VIPs and mods. It's a VIP application, yeah. Just so it doesn't get abused and people don't start spamming it. It's okay, Royal. No big deal. Night. Hey, Anne. Looking beautiful as ever. Hope your day has gone well. It has gone well. Welcome in, Night. Welcome in. Let me get some music playing. I also need a cup of coffee. We need a cup of coffee. We want some Spotify. Let's listen to some Spotify. Runs away in shame. It's all good, Royal. Is a snowflake. The badge is fair warning. It's a snowflake. You are my special snowflake, Royal. You're my special snowflake, sweetie. Let's play some... What do you want to hear, guys? 80s. Nah. I'm so indecisive right now. Pop the balloon or find love. What's that? Oh, that's a show. Never mind. What about Daily Mix? No, it's super. I'm gonna show you how thick it is. It's crazy. All right, guys, what pierogies would we like? Would we like potato chads, the original? I'll shred. Shit. It's nothing special today. We just have some pierogies with some feta cheese and sour cream, but honestly, it's gonna be delicious. Nice comfort food too. So, because we have to get ready, I have to do my makeup and get changed for the stream, for the e-dates. Now, I'm kind of slacking because how will I do that? I'm gonna have a beer. Some pierogies, some comfort food. I want comfort. And Suraj Quantum, always like I said I wouldn't go to Moldova. I don't have any family there. I'm not Moldovan. Like, why? I'm Moldovan. Why would I go to Moldova? I like the yellow balloon. Oh God, M horn. Yeah, I'm feeling maybe just a stiff one. We'll have a stiffy. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize a trillion times. I would like to get better at making spicy dishes. What do you all recommend for a semi-healthy, spicy as fuck homemade dish to learn? So you like really spicy, Skiz? Like you have a high tolerance for spice? Yes. Okay. So, if you want to do like a simple thing that's really tasty, you know how they have like, you know those like one pot dishes that were really popular during COVID? Because I don't know what your level for cooking is, right? But we can do easy. So you know what you like parboil the pasta, let's say penne or rigatoni. You parboil the pasta so it's like al dente, like semi-cooked, right? So, and then you take a big pot, like a one of those casserole dishes, you know? Right, that goes in the oven, and then or bigger, right? Depends, right? Take cherry tomatoes. Just take a little pint of cherry tomatoes, pint of feta cheese. Put it in with the pasta, right? Olive oil. So the same recipe that like everyone did during COVID, right? And then this is where it gets good. You can make it spicy. Really spicy. Take up like a really hot sauce. This is a really, really spicy one. This is a this is Pepper Palace. It's from Texas actually. Stop. Let's see. The focus is not working here. There we are. Well, anyways, put a really hot one in. This one is hot. Red wine vinegar, mustard seed vinegar, water, sugar, habanero peppers, onion, garlic, black pepper, turmeric. So put like a really hot one. Just mix it in with the feta cheese, the olive oil, and the tomatoes and bake it. You can make this as hot as you really want. This is super hot. Really hot. And you'll make a spicy tomato pasta cheesy dish. Done. Minimal ingredients too. Olive oil, yeah. Texas spice. Yeah, this one's from Pepper Palace. Yeah, this is... I wish it would focus. Pepper Palace. On the label. It's a product of Texas. Keep refrigerated one open. Done. That's easy to make. And that would be delicious. Feta cheese, olive oil, the little mini cherry tomatoes, hot sauce. Make sure the pasta's half baked already though, like half boiled. And that's it. And then you put it in the oven. Bake it at like 400 degrees Fahrenheit for a while, like, I don't know, 20 minutes. Mix it all together. Boom! It's very easy. Very easy, and trust me, that would be delicious. Okay, I'm gonna make a drink. A nice one. So we just have a carbonated water here. Like, anyway, we have a carbonated water. coconut water, pineapple juice, or orange juice if possible. I don't have coconut water, but I have coconut milk, SG. Should I add coconut milk? I wake up, voice record my dreams because I forget them really quickly. That's what they say. That's the best thing to do, Skiz, is make a journal. That's what my dad used to tell me to do when I was a little kid. He said, as soon as you wake up within the first 5 minutes, write it down. Like, have a notepad beside you and write it down. And that way you won't forget it. You know what happens to me sometimes? Chat, I don't know if this happens to you guys. Sometimes I wake up and I forget my dream throughout the day. It's not until I get back to my bed and I put my head on the pillow and I'm about to go to sleep for the following night. When I start to doze off, I start to remember what I dreamt about the night before. Does that happen to anybody else? It's weird. It's like being back in the bed on the pillow in the same position. That like helps me remember what I was dreaming about the night before. Yeah, it happens to me very often, half the time, like that. Guess I'll make a drinky poo if Anna's. Good idea, Wrinkly. It's Saturday night. When I review them bitches, it's wild. It's crazy. Coconut milk and sparkling water is a bad combo. True, SG. I don't have coconut water. I just have coconut milk. I rarely dream. Yeah, interesting. In that case, if you drink Shiljeet in the evening, you might have some weird dreams. Really? That never happens to me. Really, G? Yeah, like, that happened to me. Okay, you know when I slept in the stream room for the sleep stream? I had a weird dream that night on my birthday. I had a weird dream that night. I didn't remember my dream at all. Last night when I was going to go to bed and I put my head on the pillow, in the stream room, I remembered what I was dreaming about the night before, but I don't remember what it is now. Maybe if I go to sleep tonight in the stream room, I will remember what I was dreaming about. It's crazy. I can't remember what it was though. I rarely dream as well. I believe it's from my THC usage. 100%, Shaw. 100%. Okay, guys, let's go eat outside. And then we'll get ready. It's 6:30. We have our first date at 8 o'clock. We have to get ready, okay? But we have to eat first and drink. I'm gonna... $20 in my pocket. I'm coming. Awesome. Incredible. Incredible. Let's go outside. Give me 1 second, sweeties. I'll be back. Alright, sweeties, let's go out and eat. And then we'll come in and get ready. It's a beautiful summer day. I love to eat outside when possible, when it's summer. Woo! Skiz, you're notorious. You're notorious with the woo! How are you? Love the dress. Thank you, Tim. I have vivid dreams in the evening and some bizarre dreams, and I just stop, take it in the mornings. I see. Gee, what type of job did you have where you have nightmares about it still? Out of curiosity, was it like a, I don't know, police officer or paramedic or something like that? This is the first 1 out of 4 dream I had last week. I guess so. If I keep dreaming about it, what type of job was it? Anyways, I'll show you guys my, I'll flip it around for you. It's getting dark in here. I'll flip it around. I'll show you my. All right, guys, here's my living room. So here's the kitchen. All right, here's the kitchen. Nothing special. Nothing special in the kitchen. Okay, pretty small, pretty basic, old finishings, but it does the trick. Okay, it does the trick. The living room's big. I have to say the living room's really big. I have a larger matching leather sofa coming end of the month and a dining room table. So I'm gonna take the dog crates and put them away. They won't need them anymore. And put the dining room table here. So this is where I'll put the dining room table. There's a light, so it's perfect. This is probably where the dining room table should be. This looks comfy. Nice crib. It's okay. It's all right, wrinkly. It's not too shabby. We have a little doggy bed here. So little dog bed. It's kind of just, you know, I just moved in, right? It's pretty makeshift. We had storage bins down here for like extra storage. And then a dog bed. They liked this. Once I get I have a 3-seater leather couch, like a matching one coming. You can't really tell. This is kind of navy, dark navy blue. It's not really black. It's actually dark navy blue. So this, it'll be a wall of couches. So it'll be like a 3-seater and a 2-seater all on this wall. And then I have this, Atomic gave me this table. I have it here. It's perfect for sitting at the desk and doing some work. And then I got a TV. There's a new TV coming. This is a pretty small TV for this space. Because if you're sitting far away like this, like you can definitely handle a larger TV in this space, right? My old living room was actually very small because I was in a brand new build. So you have the same leash, do you really, Wrinkly? Aw, party at Anne's house, woo! So I got a 70-inch coming. Should be here on Thursday. Voldemort, greetings and welcome, Voldemort. So that should be good. That should take up the space. And then I'll put this TV. I think this is a 46-inch. I'll put the 46-inch in my bedroom. I don't do television. What's the thing on the top of it? That's a webcam. Because I was going to stream from here. So I was thinking of sitting in my living room with you guys and watching like reaction videos and stuff with the doggos. Just hanging out in my living room for the Subathon. I need some art on the wall at some point. I know I just got in here 2 months ago though. So, but you're right, I do. So this is just this is my old streaming webcam, guys. When I first started streaming, this is what I use. And Wrinkly, this is what you have, isn't it? Is this your webcam? This is a great webcam, guys. The Logitech 1080, HD 1080. This was what I started streaming on. It was great. Yeah, how people evolve, eh? But honestly, this is a great webcam. Anyway, so this is, I think that's a 46. So I'm gonna get a 70-inch. It should help take up the space and make it a lot bigger because I'm sitting pretty far back, right? So it should be good. And then I think mine's the C922 or something. Oh, okay. Oh, it's just a regular computer webcam. Got it. Yeah, I just put it up. Colt, greetings and welcome. Woo, free feet, Colt. Hi, Colt. Welcome in, welcome in. What's up, birthday girl? Not much. I'm just about to go eat. Just kind of showing everyone the space. It's a big space. I have my little plant gardens here. All right. And let's go out. We're gonna go eat a little bit here. So Wrinkly, you have some leashes. Nice, Speedy. So let's go out there, Speedies. like a G6, like a G6. All right. Hi, are we in the living room? Christos, we were. We were in the living room. We're here to eat though. We're sitting outside now. We're gonna eat. Is that the neighbor's door? No, Skiz. This is actually storage. This is outdoor storage, and the furnace is actually in here, believe it or not. The furnace is in here, and it's outdoor storage. So I have like a cooler, the barbecue. Like, it's not weatherproofed, so I wouldn't put anything like electrical or anything, you know. But you can treat it like a garage. It's basically like a garage, just extra. It's my own storage. So there's that. It's a cute little area actually. So I have this little couch. So I have this cute little couch, and I have this carpet that I can be barefoot on the carpet, and then I can actually like touch grass. So I like that as well. Wrinkly, remember how I was saying, oh, and I love this climbing plant. So there's some meter here like for the hydro and stuff. So they put this climbing plant, and I put a lattice here, and now I have the plant climbing on the wall, and I love it. I love it. So it's nice. I have some herbs here. I have some more herbs over here. Just for free. Well, this one I already bought, and this one I got for free as well. This thing, I would never buy this. This is a weird looking plant, but that was free. So I got a lot of free plants. So I figured I will take them. Not as well. Okay, let's eat a little something and have a drinky poo, shall we? R.I.P. I know. What a dingle hopper. Plants are pretty resilient, but yeah, they got shredded. At least they were free. I didn't actually pay for them, but I did take the time to plant them. He probably just sees not grass growing there and thinks it's a weed. I know, Bubbles, that's probably what he thought, but you would think after maybe the third, fourth one that was like evenly planted with the, like, you'd think he would notice, but I don't think he did. Underworld, yeah. To be fair, those plants are planted so close to the wall. Well, I would think they're weeds too. Yeah. I planted them really close to the wall, so they kind of just like hug the wall. I did put them like that. You're right. Just stick labels next to them so he knows not to mess with. I should stick the plastic label. You're right. I threw those out. What's going to happen with the balloons after stream? Why? What would you like to happen with the balloons after stream, M Horn? Tell me, Schweetie. Guys, cheers. Cheers, Swedish. Woo. Warn the neighbors of the aggressive landscapers. They were here before me, super. I'm new. Free plants are the best thing. How do you find a free plant day? It was the day after Canada Day. They do it every year there, I guess. Small town perks. Enjoying the super duper stream? So far so good, Underworld. I'm already more than halfway done. I've been streaming for over 50 hours now, Underworld. It's pretty crazy, especially for my first Subathon. To go for 50 hours, I'm a fucking trooper. I'm a fucking trooper, Underworld. My neighbor has free plants. Just help yourself. And try not to get caught. Try not to get caught, Colt? You scallywagger. Do you have any plans for the do you live with your parents? Fun in a way because, okay, yeah. If you're living in a small space, it's easy to mess, but streams, right? Like the whole point of the Instagram is to connect and build the Twitch university degree before the age of 21. Listen, Linda. Hawk, are you mod for a naked news lady? Are you serious? On Twitch? Where? On where? Anyone else watch / read the website FARC? Not I. Yeah, she has a Twitch channel. I didn't know they had. How could you do that? It's against TOS. If it's against TOS, how does that work? That's disgusting. Tell us who she is and when they go live for research purposes. She's on now, but I think it's a rerun. She wears clothes. I guess I missed that then. She's not naked on Twitch, silly. Wazzy, I'm from Australia. I've been following a while, but I've been mostly lurking. I just wanted to say, you've come a long way since you first started. You have built a lovely community, and it's always nice place to chill. Love the natural look too. From Australia. Wazzy, how long have you been watching me, Wazzy? Like, I want to know your progression. Like, how long are we talking about here, Wazzy? Thank you so much for saying hi. Welcome in. But, okay, I want to know, when did you start watching? I want to know from what progression are we talking about, Wazzy? We talking like 2 months? We talking 2 years? Wazzy, that's what I want to know. 2 months or 2 years. And thank you for the complimenting the no makeup look, Wazzy. Wazzy the Aussie. Wazzy following since December. Oh, I gotta go back. December 2022. December 23rd, 2022. Almost 2 years. That's pretty good, Wazzy. Wow. Thank you. Very nice of you to say, brother. Thank you for feeling comfortable enough to say something right now. You know? Wazzy. Thank you. And I have built a good community. I truly believe that. Almost 2 years, yeah. 1.7. Okay, a year and a half. That's a pretty good chunk of change there. A year and a half? More. I've been streaming less than 3 years. Less than 3 years. That's Wazzy, yeah. Freya, greetings from New Zealand. Nice. Ground Pounder, hello. Welcome in, Ground Pounder. I just missed it. I missed what you said. I'm beginning what? I do have to get ready. I'm lazy right now. I just ate. Ugh. I'm beginning of the downward spiral. You're the beginning of the downward spiral. Royal, we got you hooked. You're not going anywhere, Schweedy. We got you. We got you. Physical reaction. Wazzy! Wazzy! And our cannabis. And each year, we all get taxed a bunch, but everybody gets free health care. And a goose. Up here in Canada. We got the goosey emotes. Becca, we got the nicest message from Wazzy. Wazzy, thank you for your sub. Wazzy has been watching me, watching us, watching me, watching the channel for a year and 7 months. And finally just said hello and said he has seen great progression in the last little while, and we really have built a nice community here. And he sends well wishes. He finally said something. Thank you, Ozzy. Thank you for feeling comfortable enough to say hi and let us know. Coming out of the shadows. Wazzy, coming out of the shadows. Hey, we like this dude. The lurker has awakened. It pours, it rains, it pours. Thank you for supporting my birthday and my first Subathon stream, Wazzy. I try. I recently just quit my job. So yeah, there really has been a lot of progression happening, I guess. Oh, I love you too. Who said that? Becca. Thanks for saying hi to us. Much love to you. Right? Siri, play Mr. Brightside. Y'all gonna scare me back into the shadows. No, Royal, you're stuck here, Royal. You're talkative. For a cat guy, Royal, you're pretty extroverted for a cat guy. Whoop. For a cat guy. Why is this? My phone has its own mind of its own. Hey, I'm over here. There. Oh, what's happening? I'm not a cat guy. I'm a family guy. That's a good answer, Royal. That's a good answer. I'm an animal lover. How about that? I'm an animal lover. I did charge it. Yeah. It's fully charged. I feel like this is a habit where I'm eating and then I feel the need to digest for 10 minutes before I get up. I picked it. Yes, Becca, I picked it. I'm gonna wear that heart shirt. What time is it, by the way, Becca? What time is it? I gotta do my makeup. I'm gonna go walk Bailey, but shall return in a few. All right, Wrinkly. Make sure you pick up those poops. Poopsies. 7:20. Ah, shit, I'm running late. I gotta make another drink and go do my makeup. I gotta get up. Love dogs, cats, all animals. Same, Cole. Same. I'm an animal lover. I don't discriminate. I love all. I even love reptiles, weird, exotic animals. I had a pet snake before. They're misunderstood. Makes me love it even more when it's misunderstood, you know? A bumblebee speckled ball python. Yep, you are, but it's okay since we like waiting for you. And tonight, we get to watch how you get ready. That's true. I don't know if my first date, Becca, is going to be impressed when I'm late. I have KCK. KCK is my first date. He's German. He's very punctual. Love all the animals. Woo! Oh my god, they look so cool. Oh, thank you. Yeah, they're a really cool morph. But they can live a very long time. Ball pythons can live like 20 years. So you really have to prepare for that. Pythons in general are very docile snakes. They're not aggressive at all. Hence, you know, the fight or flight, they hide. They roll into a ball when they feel threatened. They don't fight. Oh no, we can't be too late for him. He will wait though. He will wait, Becca. He'll wait. My lips are chapped. At least I finished my dinner. I feel better. I had to take a Tylenol. I feel so much better. I feel right as rain. Right as rain. Reptiles are all about conserving energy. Yeah. Hey, Snap, what are you doing? I heard you got sub-botted. I did. No. No, follow-botted. 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 Yeah, I did, and it was a lot. Almost 3,000. It was 2.8K. It was a lot. I just got home. Hey, nice Snap. Welcome back, sweetie. Hey there, it's me, Andrew. Andrew, how are you? Welcome in, Andrew. That I keep close. Well, guys, I should take you to the washroom, do our makeup, get all gussied up. I do have to show you what we do behind the scenes for these streams, and I tell you, it was a good dinner. It was exactly what I wanted. Pure comfort food. Sour cream, sauerkraut, potatoes and pasta. Taking us to a whole new world. I am. The whole behind the scenes stuff.
We have a stowaway here. She's insisting on coming here. Insisting. We have a Schwede. Miss Viva is making an appearance. Miss Viva Roo, Miss Schwede Poo. She's saying, Mom, Mom, you've been ignoring me. You've been ignoring me for too long, Mom. Okay? Too freaking long. And she's protesting now. She's a very good girl. She's not shy when the lights are off. But with those lights on, thanks for the follow. With those lights on, she doesn't come in the stream room. But she's actually the best girl ever. She's actually the freaking best girl ever.
She actually has to go outside, I think, really quickly. So guys, I'm gonna do something. I have to take her out. She's asking, I think. So I'm just gonna take her pee-pee outside really quickly. Okay. She's a very gentle girl. So that was her way of asking. You gotta take, she's like a real lady. Subtle hints, subtle hints. I'll be back, guys. Let me just take her pee-pee. I put in. So I made this palette myself, basically. These are blushes, highlighters, contours, finishing stick. I've just been using it a little bit here. Just been taking like a little bit and putting it on my T-zone. Just where you have kind of, big pores. Larger pores. Okay? This kind of helps smooth. It's like a smoothing, it fills in. Best thing I've done. I thought about doing this to my lips too, but was worried about the color, how the color would turn out. The color is usually very natural, or at least it should be. You should trust, okay? You should trust who's doing it though, right? Before you do anything permanent or semi-permanent, right? But I agree, Becca. I agree. I would definitely do the eyeliner. And then this is the Perfecting Pearls. So it's just basically an illuminator. I can see your true colors. I can see your true colors shining through, so just take that. That really kind of illuminates. It's like a serum though. Very lightweight, like a gel, like a water gel. I don't like anything too heavy. I don't like caked on makeup look, okay? I hate that caked on makeup look, especially in the summer when it's hot outside. Okay, so a little bit of the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk. Not much though, again, guys. A little goes a long way. It's a very thin. It's almost like a tinted moisturizer almost. It's very thin. I try to focus on like my eye area. Focus on the center and kind of like pull it outward. You don't want to put caking on a lot of makeup like around the jawline and around the hairline, right? You want to put it mainly around, your eyes, your nose. Goodbye, folks. Enjoy the weekend. Freya, thanks for joining, Shvidi. Have a good night and enjoy the weekend. Maybe I'll see you while I'm still live on Monday. If I'm still live, I don't know. Okay, so here we go. I'm kind of enjoying though this like behind the scenes, this like behind the scenes sort of, it's kind of just a really cool, like a day in the life. I really like it. It's very relaxed, it's very chill. It's real. It's very real. This is reality TV for you. Unscripted at its finest. This is the real reality TV because the other stuff is not even real. So now I'm just taking a sponge and kind of smoothing out any excess around the nose, under the eyes, I'm going to take actually a spooled brush and just do it on the hairs on my brows, because sometimes the foundation gets stuck in the brows and I hate that look. It looks cakey. It was great. Wazzy, some things should always be behind the scenes though. Do you think this should be behind the scenes though, Wazzy? Or do you like this sort of behind the scenes look? A day in the life of Anne. A day in the life of a streamer, right, G? Exactly. So, yeah, just kind of take a spool brush and brush out the eyebrows. Okay. No, not this, but like going to the toilet, etc. Yeah, true, Wazzy. I agree. All right, so I've been really liking this shimmery it goes on like a cream powder. I like to put this on my eyes. I like luminous, illuminating type of stuff, but not thick sparkles. They look very childish. Just a very fine, kind of like an angelic, luminous glow. That's the look I try to achieve, right? Is that I go for that angelic angel look, you know? Thick sparkles was my nickname in college. Really rough, thick sparkles. Sheesh. What were you moonlighting doing, eh? So, you know, something like, you can't even really tell, but it just highlights your natural, like, inner beauty. Always have a piece of toilet paper or paper towel as well. I should grab a paper towel, because I do use paper towel. Hold on a second. I like using paper towel better to go around like my hairline and my jawline when I'm like blending it in. Better than toilet paper, because toilet paper just disintegrates and falls apart. The paper towel is like thicker, so it's better to use. Okay, so usually start with the eyes, and because I really like my eyes, I like to focus on my eyes. Cabaret, there we go. Ooh, cabaret. Roth, makes sense. Thick glitter was your stage name. All right, so because I do think my eyes are a good feature on me, I really do focus a lot of the time on accentuating my eyes. It can be too much if you accentuate your lips and your eyes, so I really go really minimal on the lips. I usually don't even put anything on them. It's just lip balm, keep them moist. Moist. Keep them kissable. But I put I like purples. I'll mix it up. I'll use browns, purples, oranges, whatever color. Doesn't matter. Right now I'm just going to go with my regular purple. Okay. So this is a very narrow brush, very dense, a lot of thick, short hairs. It soaks up the shadow, the powder, very well. I'm literally just putting the powder under my eye in a line. So it's like an eyeliner, but it's just a powder. It's a powder liner under my eyes. And then this is a more fluffy, longer brush, and this is for on top. And this, you kind of blend it and do small circles type of situation. This needs a little more blending. Below is more exact. On the top, you do a lot of blending. Then I'm going to take a really dense short brush as well, with a different darker color. This is like a mauvey plum. This I'm going to put just where I would like a little more definition and depth, just on top of the crease, in a very specific area. Just to make it look like my eyes sit a little deeper than they do, because I don't really have deep set eyes. I have, I don't have like deep set eyes. So take that little brush again, and I'm gonna take this mauvey plum and put this powder under my eye as well. Like a little line. So you can see it's giving me definition. And kind of just blend this in. Now I'm going to take an angled brush like so. Imagine all the makeup people in chat are taking notes. The rest of us are just enjoying the show. Right, Wazzy? But isn't it interesting to see how a girl does her makeup that you've never seen before? I think it's fascinating in a way. First of all, every girl does it differently. Okay. They learn tips and tricks over many years of how their face shape is, the look that they like to achieve. Right? So everyone, it's very personal. It's a very personal thing. And you know what's crazy too, Wazzy, is when I watch like how-to tutorials on like TikTok and stuff about makeup, the way people apply their makeup changes as well over the years. So like there's like an old style of technique to apply things and like a newer style, right? So I've just applied, by the way, a highlighting powder on just underneath the arch of my brows, okay? So that's what I've done there. And now I'm going to take a fluffier angled brush. TikTok is great tutorials. They really do. But you know what I find, Becca, is like I've learned what I know and how to do it. I'm quick with it, right? It's efficient. If I start learning different techniques, sometimes they work and sometimes they don't. But they usually take a lot more time. So, but it's always good to learn different techniques. I have a notebook, Retroman. How was Food Basics Retro? Did you get anything on sale? So basically I've just done, there's one more step for the eyeshadow. I use the inner corner of my eyes. I have another palette. The inner corners here. I take a pretty targeted brush and put that on the inner palette. I can't talk. I watched the whole vid of a Russian guy transform himself into a girl. The way he did it, his wig lid, the lift surprised me. They can do eyebrow lifts as well. They use tape and they put it like right here and it does like a whole like facelift. It's crazy what they do. It's insane. So I'm just taking this highlighting powder and applying it to the inner corners of my eye. Okay. So I'm done with this shadow palette. The eyes are basically done, except now I have to do the liner. But before I do that, what I like to do is put powder. So have a powder brush. This thing, I've used it for so long. It's pretty well a goner, but I just love it. I'm just used to it. I have other powder brushes, a lot of other powder brushes. I could use nicer ones, but I don't like them as much. I feel like I've worked in this one. I've worked in this one and it's perfect for me. It's like the perfect shape, the perfect texture and consistency. You don't do, winged lids, like the winged liner. Oh, I do the winged liner, yeah. I thought you meant the wig lift, because you said it was like a guy who was transforming into a woman. Like, I thought he was putting on. So what a lot of trans cross dressers do is they'll tape up their face and then put the wig on top, but they like lift their eyebrows. They do a lot of these, like, you know, have you ever seen those like guys that like, yeah, anyways, that would help also, imagine. I think so, yeah. Okay, so basically I just took loose powder, put it in the lid, and I work with it just like that, and I'm kind of just like blot it in, like press it into my pores, especially just around the T-zone, because that's where I get shiniest. And I don't really have oily skin. I would say my skin is normal. I have pretty good skin, but it does get a little bit shiny in the T-zone area, especially with all the lighting. So that's what I focus on, is just kind of mattifying the T-zone area without putting too much, because if you put too much, it will sink into the fine lines of your face and make you look even like older and caked on. So you don't want to look that way. Somewhat, like, I know a lot of like girls that they'll bake their face, so they put the powder on thick, especially in an area. They even like will use it to contour their, you know, cheekbones and whatnot. It's called baking. I don't personally bother with that, because like I don't like that super overdone look. Queen Azaria, yeah. So I have a this is for my blush. Lately I haven't been doing any contour, just blush, and I like it better. I like it better. So now we're gonna get into the liquid liner. I personally love this gel. It's a gel liner, Bobbi Brown. Love this stuff. I've been using this stuff for years. I love the consistency of it. I've tried other brands. I've tried Tarte. I've tried like more like drugstore brands. I've tried so many different. I always come back to the Bobbi Brown one. What I'm going to do now is take, where's that toilet paper? Here it is. Okay, so I usually take like 2 squares of toilet paper, okay? And I fold it, and that's what I use to hold. So, Wazi. I'll show you how I do my winged liner. This is the most precise, difficult part of the entire makeup routine, is applying the winged liner. You want it to be a good shape, a good thickness, and you want it to match both sides. To get them to match is damn near impossible. So what I do is I start at the outer corner and I make a line. I'll use my hand and pull the skin a little bit taut. That helps me to kind of like figure things out. So I draw a line going up, then I'll start from the outside corner of my eye and make the wing. Okay? Make the wing. You have to be quick with this though, because it's a gel that dries fairly quickly. So if you don't do it quickly, it will dry and won't glide on smoothly. So this is where I have so far. So from here, the center, outward, the wing is done. Now I'm going to start from the inner corner. Okay. And draw the most like narrow, precise line that I can, and attach the front to the back. And now just touch up anything that you think needs touching. Start with a thin line because you can always build it. So this is what I have here for my wing liner. Front, inner corner, all the way the wing liner to the back. I'm going to want it a little thicker actually in the center, which is good because you can always build what you can't take away. So now I'm going to add a little more. And build. Done. There's the one liner. Most difficult part. I'm going to keep going quickly now because the other side I don't want the liner to dry. I still want to be able to work with it on my brush without it drying, being difficult and not sliding on properly. Same thing, start from the outside, draw a line going up, lower, middle, and then pull it out. Create your wing. Okay. Apollo, can you leave my room for a sec, lady? I need to have some poopy privacy. And now inner corner. And drag it up. Done. I always find this eye is easier than this one for me. It might be because I'm left-handed, so it's like just I'm not reaching over. It's the same side. I think that's what it is. But it's always so much easier to do my left eye than my right. It's easier all the time, every time. So there. All right, liner's done. I'm just going to take a brush and wipe it. First, let me clean this brush with a little bit of soap. So just use a little bit of, I use like a liquid hand soap. This one smells really good, basil scented. Oh, you're left-handed. Yeah, I'm left-handed. I'm left-handed. Best beer man, hey! Hey, best beer man, the best people are. Welcome in, best beer man. How are you? Happy Saturday or happy Sunday to you, best beer man. So I'm just cleaning this. Cheers, mate, and happy birthday. Thank you. Thank you, best beer man. That's a lie. Otherwise, I would be left-handed. Okay, Apollo. So I'm just cleaning the liner out with some soap, some gentle hand soap. How are things on your side? Things are good. You're going to be missed when the Subathon ends. You think so? I'll still be here. What do you mean? I'm still going to be streaming 5 days a week. Just not 24 hours a day. How have you been, best beer man? Thanks for tuning in. We're halfway through. I've been live for over 50 hours, actually. It's crazy. So I'm going to take this brush now and just get any little stuff that's fallen off, just basically brush it out. We just sat outside for a bit. It's so nice outside, Maple. Can the TruAnn show become 24/7 reality? I think I would actually like that. Like, it gets tiring after a while, right? But this shit, this is fun. Showing you guys how I do my makeup and stuff. You guys, I've been doing this shit for stream for years. And I'm finally showing you what I do. Finally, that's insane. Sailor, so thank you so much for the follow, Sailor. I've been learning some new techniques. Happy days. Popped in once or twice, but you were sleeping at the time. Makes sense, Best Beer Man. Makes sense. So now, I'm going to take the black eye kohl. I just got this one for free from like one of those beauty bonuses. That's all you need. Like, come on, it's just an eyeliner. So I'm also going to pull my skin taut at the bottom, start at the middle, and just draw a line, but like not too thick, and don't push too hard. Really just trying to achieve some shadow underneath for definition. I wouldn't say it's like a smoky eye effect. It's just like definition, really. All right. And again, just like the eyeliner on the top, start off very soft and you can always build. Much more difficult to take it away. Yeah. So there's on the bottom. My ex-fiance swore by everything Lancome made. She loved the stuff, really. Well, we all have our favorites. We definitely do. And if you get used to a certain brand retro, it just makes life easier. I kind of really like Bobbi Brown, but I don't use it for everything. I really like the Bobbi Brown gel liner. Now I'm going to take a Q-tip. Like, I would be lost without that Bobbi Brown gel liner. That's an essential for me, I think. I've used it for so long. So you are leading hand on the perfect side to catch the leading hand. Behaving again, not sure the world could handle both of the eyes popping that hard. So I'm gonna take and just kind of what's the word? Soften the edges. I'm just gonna soften the edges of the excuse me. The powder got me. Thank you. I'm gonna take some shadow. I've been mixing these two later, not shadow, sorry, blush. Apples of the cheeks, all the way. And again, I'm not using contour anymore. I'm just putting a little bit of shadow or blush on the apples of my cheeks, bringing them up all the way to the side, to my temples. Also, end of the nose to even it out a bit. And I saw a technique back up on TikTok, and this I kind of like it. It helps tie everything in. Put some on the very bottom. I just started doing this just from TikTok. The very bottom like center, kind of helps tie the blush together so it's like it blends a little bit better. I know it looks a little weird to have like pink under the eye, but it actually works. You still have your other shadow under the eye too, right? So literally you put shadow like right here. Just ever so slightly, but it will, instead of just being like a big band of pink, you got it at the tip of the nose, you have it under here, so it's more, it blends better. It makes more, it's not just like a all dolled up. Getting there. I'm getting there. Okay, so now that I have done that, almost done, guys. Pretty well almost done. I'm going to just take this. Again, I hate caked on makeup. And you're going to see how much product comes off that isn't necessary. This is just around the jawline and around my hairline. I'll even take it on my top lip that gets a little cakey sometimes, and on my jaw. Like, you don't need any makeup here. You know what I mean? Not necessary. So look at all the, I got this product from around my hairline, and this from just, there's not much there, but from right here. Again, I barely put on any foundation. I don't really wear a lot of foundation. So now we're almost getting there. Let's do our mascara. Freaking love an eyelash curler. Helps so much. So curl your lashes. The curling your lashes helps to give it a lift and opens up your eye. Makes a huge difference. I think it'd be too expensive putting makeup on my face. As a bald man, my face technically doesn't really end. There you go, that's true. Exactly. Where do you start and where do you end? Yeah, it's true. That looks like a torture device for a guy. Huh. Kind of does, doesn't it? Kind of does. Yeah, so I just curled the lashes, and now it's all about the angle of applying your mascara. I take a magnifying mirror, a little handheld magnifying mirror like this. Okay. And I'm almost out of this mascara. I'm gonna have to get a new one soon. Put it underneath. It makes life so much easier. Also, blinking helps to apply it too, I find. Helps saturate every eyelash. Gives a good coating. Now, sorry, harder to talking when you're doing this. This takes focus. It's a lot of like pulling and dragging and moving your brush side to side. You gotta coat them evenly. Lately too, what I've been doing, I never used to do this, but lately I've started doing the bottom lashes too. but very lightly. If I was going out in person though, I wouldn't do the bottom lashes. It looks too much. But because I'm on camera and you can't tell as much, it looks nice to add that little extra definition just for the camera. Again, if I was going out in person, I would not put mascara on my bottom lashes. I hate it. But lately I've been doing it on for the camera, and I actually like the results for the camera. Believe it or not. It just adds more pop, more definition without even really noticing. So let's take a peek here. We're almost done, guys. There's a little part that I want to fix. A little lash that's kind of stuck together. You want to make sure all the lashes are separated. There we go. That looks good. We're almost done. Last few steps. Take a highlighter, and this is where I am actually going to highlight the bridge of my nose. I have a tiny little nose. It's very feminine looking. I like to accentuate it. If you have a big nose, you're not going to want to highlight your nose. You're going to want to contour your nose. Try to make it look a little more tiny. But I like my nose, so I actually try to accentuate it. It draws focus to the center of my face. I'm also taking a little bit of highlighter and putting it on the top part of my what do you call these? Top part of my, why am I having a brain fart? What are these called again? Top part here, what are these? Seth. Greetings and welcome, Seth. Also taking and putting it on like my Cupid's bow. Cheekbones, yeah, the top part of, exactly, thank you. Top part of my cheekbone. Just to kind of accentuate. Again, draw the attention to, you know, the focal points of your face, the center of your face, your nose, your eyes, your lips, this area. We're trying to accentuate this area, right? Where all the good stuff is. Hi, Seth, how are you? Welcome in. How you doing tonight? You guys get to get ready with me behind the scenes. Never been done. We got a lot of firsts happening for this subathon. A lot of firsts indeed. So I'm just adding a little highlighter on my Cupid's bow. Okay, the last couple steps, I always have a paper towel to just kind of wipe and, you know, and you can just throw it out when it's done. It's very sanitary. Another product I absolutely love using. I've used a lot of other setting sprays, but honestly the Urban Decay All Nighter, by far superior setting spray. There's one part that I might want to, sometimes when I put the highlighter on my cheekbones, Wazzy, I lose product, I lose the, what's the word? I always forget this blush. Sometimes I want to reapply just in that area a little bit. Excuse me. So, there, just a little 1-2 buckle my shoe. You feel me? And then I'll take that Q-tip, the other side that I didn't use, put it under the eye right here and smooth it out, because you know what? You don't want a lot of cakey product here. Look at all that. That will fill in your fine lines and look caked. And it's not necessary. Don't want that. You want to smooth that shit out. Look at all that. You want blush, but you don't want it sitting, you know, you gotta fine tune that blush where it sits. Okay. See, I think this is where becoming a little bit of a perfectionist comes in. Thank you, Becca. it's having good skin, but it's also knowing how to treat the skin. This is an interesting product. This is a white or a beige waterproof liner. I put this on the waterline. This opens up your eye. Physical reaction. Hey, okay. So I'm gonna use this, my thing again. Again, I never touch my face with my fingers. I'm always just touch it with a Kleenex or a piece of toilet paper or whatever. Keeps everything clean, sanitary. Prevents the makeup from moving around on your skin. We haven't used the setting spray yet. That will be the last thing we do. The setting spray will really help. But right now, all right, guys. So we've added a little beige to the waterline. And voila, we're gonna use the setting spray. Not too much. 2-3 squirts, depends. Let it dry. It's kind of like hairspray. Well, there's a little part I feel like I want here. I also like this Urban Decay one, the all-nighter, because it's a really fine mist. It's kind of like you're spraying hairspray on your face. You have to let it dry. But it's great. It makes your makeup last for a really long time. And it takes that mattifying, it gives you a little shine, it looks more natural. Okay, and then the products that you use, toss them out. So there is a little bit of waste. You're using, a Q-tip and 2 squares of toilet paper and paper towel. But at the end of the day, it's clean, it's sanitary. It's the best thing in my opinion. And Bob's your unkie. We are ready for our close-up Mr. DeMille. Winged liner. Minimal foundation. Lit from within look. That's so pretty. Thank you, Data. See, guys don't realize, I think. Or do you really think I even look different? No, I definitely look different. I definitely look different. I personally like it. I need to put some lip balm on. I'll put on some Vaseline or some lip balm. Done. So guys, hold on a second. Let's get our drink. Let me get dressed. I'll bring you guys back to the stream room. I have to get dressed, but that I would like to do in private, please. You look even more gorgeous. Thank you, Retro. Thank you. Give me 1 second. You guys want to see Vegas when he was a puppy? He was so cute. Look at this chicken boy. That's Veggie Chubby. Isn't he a little Bobby? Come on. That's my Veggie Chubby boy. So cute. Oh my God, I love him. He has big paws. Yes, because he was a little baby. He had to grow into his paws. Look, he's a Vizsla, and look, he has a little V on his forehead. Look at that perfect V on his forehead. I love it. He's such a good-looking boy. Big stompers. Little chicken boy. Fucking love him. So good-looking. Fucking handsome bull bantam. He's a little handsome bull bantam boy. God, I love my... Just, I could just gobble him up. All right, guys. He hears me talking about him. He's squealing like a little pig. Because he hears me talking about him right now. Let me see. Do I have to charge this iPad? Because I need it for tomorrow. 52%. I should go charge it, actually. Okay, guys. Let me bring you back. You ready to go through this time warp over here with me? We're going to go down a... We're going to go down a little rabbit hole. Are you ready for this right now? He's a little squealy boy. He's a little pig. He goes... Pew! Yeah, he's a little pig. Squealy piggy boy. All right, guys. Are you ready? Because I'll meet you over on the other side. Stay put. Don't you move. Swedish. See you in a minute. Not even a minute.